Good morning. Morning, Reed. Morning, Bella and Gautam. We'll give it a little bit more time to see other people show, and then we'll get started. Okay, let's get started. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarana gamanang sampurnang Panatipata Vedamani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Adinadana Vedamani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Kame Sumichachara Vedamani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Musavada Vedamani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Sura Merya Majjapamadhatana Vedamani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Tisaranena sadding panchasilang dhammang samadhayitva sadhukang surakitang katva appamadena sampadeta bang. Silena sugating yanti, silena bhoga sampada, silena nibbuting yanti tasma silang visodaye. All right. Welcome, John. Good morning. Page 23. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vidya charana sampano sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusa nang buddho bhagavati. Svakato bhagavata dhammo sanditiko akaliko ehipassiko opanayako pachatang veditabo vinyuhiti. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sango ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sango nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sango samicipatipanno bhagavato savaka sango yadidang chattari purisa yugani yatta purisa puggala. Esa bhagavato savaka sango ahuneyo pahuneyo dakkineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punya ketang lokasati. Buddho susuddho karuna mahannavoyo chanta suddha baranyana lochano lokassa papu pakile sagatiko. Vandami buddhang aham adarena tang. Namo te purisa janya, namo te purisuttama. Sadeva kasming lo kasming nati te patipuggalo. Dhammo padipo viyatassu sattuno yo maggapaka matabeda binnako. Lokuttaro yo chadaratta dippano vandami tangang ahamadarena tang. Sorry, just having some technical difficulties here. Get started in a second. Sukho buddhana mupado sukha sadhamma desana sukha sangassa samaggi samaganang taposako. Pahungve saranang yanti pabbatani vanani cha Arammaruka Chetyani Manusa Bayatajita Netang Ko Saranang Kemang Netang Saranang Uttamang Netang Saranang Agamma Sabbadukka Pamuchati Yocha Buddhancha Dhammancha Sangancha Saranangato Chattari Arya Satchani Sammapanyaya Passati Dukkam dukkha samupadang dukkhassa cha atikkamang aryanchitangikam maggam dukupasamaгаminang etang ko saranang kemang etang saranang uttamang etang saranang agamma sabba dukkha pamucchati imaya dhamma nudhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi Imaya Dhamma Nudhamma Patipattiya Dhammang Pujemi Imaya Dhamma Nudhamma Patipattiya Sangang Pujemi Mano Pubangama Dhamma Mano Satta Manomaya Manasa Che Paduttena Bhasati Va Karoti Va Tato Nang Dukam Anveti Chakkang Va Vahato Padang Mano Pubangama Dhamma Mano Setta Manomaya Manasa Che Pasannena Bhasati Va Karoti Va Tato Nang Sukam Anveti Chaya Va Anapayani Anicca Vata Sankara Upada Vayadhamino Upajitva Nirujjanti Te Sangvu Pasumosuko Sabbapa passa akaranang kusalassa upasampada Sachitta pariyodapanang etang buddhana sasanang Kanti paramang tapo tittika nibbanang paramang vadanti buddha Nahi pabbajito parupaghati samano hoti parang vihetayanto Anuppavado anuppagato patimokke cha samvaro Mattanyutta cha battasming pantang cha sayanasanang Arichitte cha ayogo etang buddhana sasanang Mina punya kammena upajjaya gunuttara Achariyupakara cha mata pita piyamamang Suryo Chandimaraja Gunavanta Narapicha Brahma Mara Cha Inda Cha Lokapala Cha Devata Yamo Metta Manusa Cha Majjata Vedika Picha Sabbe Satta Sukhi Hontu Punyani Pakatani Me Sukang Cha Tividang Dentu Kipang Pa Petu Vomatang Imina punya kammena himena udasena cha kipahang sulabe cheva tanupadana chedanang ye santane hina dhamma yava nibbana tomamang na santu sabbada yeva yatta jato bave bave ujucetto satipanyo sale ko viryavamino Mara labantuno kasang katuncha veriesume Buddha di pavaro nato dhammo nato varuttamo Nato pacekka sambuddho sango nato taro mamang Teso tamanupavena maro kasang labantuma Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo Satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya Dukkha patta chanidukka baya patta chanibbaya Soka patta chanisoka hontu sabbe pipaniyo Bhavagupadaya avici hattato etantare sattakayupapanna Rupiya rupi cha asanya sanya no dukkha pamuchantu pusantu nibbuting Sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu. All right, secondary chant. Page 101. Kamada Sutta. Savatini Danang Ekamantang Tito Ko Kamado Devaputto Bhagavantang Etadavocha Dukarang Bhagava Sudukarang Bhagavati Dukarang Vapi Karonti Kamadati Bhagava Saika Sila Samahita Titta Anagariyayu Gariyu Petassa Tutti Hoti Sukkavahati Dulabha Bhagava Yadidang Tuttiti Dulabha Vapi Labanti Kamadi Bhagava Chitta Vupasame Rata Ye Sang Divacha Ratocha Bhavanaya Rato Manoti Dusamha Dahang Dahang Bhagava Yadidang Chitanti Dusamadahang Vapi Samadahanti Kamadati Bhagava Indriyu Pasame Rata Te Chetva Machuno Jalang Arya Gachanti Kamadati Dugamo Bhagava Visumo Maggoti Dugame Visame Vapi Arya Gachanti Kamada Anariya Visame Magge Papatanti Avamirings Avangsira Ariyanang Samo Maggo Ariyahi Visame Samati. English? At Savatthi, standing to one side, the god Kamada said to the Buddha, "It's too hard, Blessed One. It's too hard." "They do it even though it's hard," said the Buddha to Kamada. The stable trainees with ethics and immersion. For one who has entered the homeless life, contentment brings happiness. Such contentment, Blessed One, is hard to find. They find it even though it's hard, said the Buddha to Kamada. Those who love peace of mind, whose minds love to meditate day and night. But it's hard, Blessed One, to immerse the mind in samadhi. They become immersed in samadhi even though it's hard, said the Buddha to Kamada. Those who love calming the faculties, having cut through the net of death, the noble ones, Kamada, go on their way. But this path, Blessed One, is rough and hard to travel. Though it's rough and hard to travel, the noble ones, Kamada, go on their way. The ignoble fall head first on a rough path. But the path of the noble ones is smooth, for the noble ones are smooth amid the rough. The Buddha is not taking any excuses, right? How many times have we been like Kamada, right? Not only just in practicing Dhamma, but in many things. Oh, it's too hard. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I want to do it. And the Buddha's like, they do it just because it's hard. It's almost like, Buddha's being a little bit of a drill instructor right now. He's just kind of, giving like a little toughness when it's needed. They do it even though it's hard. Of course, it's hard for everybody, so there's no excuses. Just do it. I love this little sutta. All right. Okay. So let's do our thought of the day. Page 77, still going through the Yatta Mahapurisa Vitakka. 8 thoughts of a great person. We are on number 7. Panyavato ayang dhammo, nayang dhammo dupanyasa. This Dhamma is for increasing wisdom, not for decreasing wisdom. This is a simple one, right? Obviously, this Dhamma is for increasing wisdom, increasing our insight. Why? For the lessening and eventual ending of our dukkha, for the letting go of our craving. This is another good gauge to see if you're doing the right practice and if you're doing it well. Is your wisdom increasing or is your wisdom decreasing? Being kind of stuck on a plateau is better than your wisdom decreasing, that's for sure. Because with the plateau, at the very least, you're not going down. And you may yet find a way to increase your wisdom in the future. Right? So that's why this practice has a natural side effect of increasing our wisdom. Right? Because that is the goal. We cannot end our suffering. We cannot let go of our craving without the wisdom to see things as they are. There's no forcing that, right? There's no one that has enough willpower in existence to willpower themselves to Nibbana. That doesn't exist, right? We have to develop wisdom. We have to practice, even though it's hard, for the development of wisdom, for the development of insight, to see things as they are. Right? That is what this practice is for. We do not wish to be unwise people. Right? We see many things. There are many things that we kind of assume will make somebody wise. Like when they get older, we must assume that every old person is a wise person. We must assume that everybody who's been meditating for 30 years or who's been a monk for 30 years is a wise person, right? But none of these are necessarily true, right? Because wisdom doesn't just come because you've been something for long enough time, right? I mean, sure, a certain level of worldly wisdom does, yes. But the wisdom and the insight that we're talking about here doesn't just accrue magically to you because you've been something for a long time. It's something that is a side effect. It's something that is a natural part of the practice. Something that naturally unfolds as we practice. See, this is the wonderful thing about this practice. We think, oh, how do I do this? How do I develop that? How do I develop this? There's an easy answer. Follow the Noble Eightfold Path. Right? Isn't that so wonderful that we have this wonderful all-inclusive package of practice that, you know, what do you want to do? You want to do that? Okay, follow the Noble Eightfold Path. The Noble Eightfold Path is the way leading to the cessation of our suffering, right? And the way we abandon our suffering is by developing wisdom. The way we abandon our ignorance is by replacing it with wisdom. Right? As we do that, our craving lessens, our dukkha lessens, our ignorance lessens, everything. And more peace and contentment arises. So with these thoughts of the day, friends, for the development of wisdom, for doing it even though it's hard, we can keep these reflections in our minds today. I wish you a very spiritually successful and peaceful day. Sukhi Hotu, may you be happy. Practice well and be well.